Hey cats, Casey and John here at the Arnold Classic.
And we're here to pump you up. Simply wait.
The Arnold Fitness Expo is a showcase for competitors in weightlifting, bodybuilding, mixed martial arts, and many other events.
Every year, thousands of fitness enthusiasts gather at the Columbus Convention Center to see the Arnold Fitness Expo.
With such a large crowd, many fitness supplement companies find the Arnold a great way to get their name out there.
How do I feel about the Arnold Classic? I think it's a great show. I mean, it brings many spectators as far as watching the show and people who are involved in fitness overall. So, I mean, it's definitely by far the best fitness show out there at Expo.
Oh, Arnold Classic by far the biggest bodybuilding show that the industry has right now. It's one of the biggest and one of the best.
Well, we're going to keep looking around here at the Classic.
But in the meantime, Joe has another installment of Hey Underclassmen.
Check it out.
Hey Underclassmen, Joe Kurzawa here with more tips for high school survival. This time of year, the weather is pretty unpredictable between the rain, wind, and sometimes even more snow, causing the grounds to be muddy and have puddles. Make sure you stay out of them. We're in high school now, guys. Let's act a little bit more mature. Another thing is, in case you're totally unaware, Newark High School is a campus. And so on rainy days, make sure you bring an umbrella so you're not a distraction in the classroom because you're sitting there soaking wet. So keep this in mind next time you're walking around Newark High School campus. For the Wildcat Underground, I'm Joe Kurzawa.
All this talk about health and fitness makes me think of one thing: potato chips.
Hey, you know what? That reminds me. Brian's doing a story on Conn's potato chips.
Take it away, Brian.
Thanks, guys. Now I'm one that's into the whole health scene, but I've been known to cheat from time to time with America's favorite snacks, potato chips. I'm here at the Conn's Potato Chip Company in Zanesville, Ohio to get an inside look on how they're made.
Conn's was established in the 1930s by a lady named Ida Conn, and she, believe it or not, started making potato chips at home. She would thinly slice potatoes, cook them in a little fryer, put them in a basket, and take them around to her neighbors around town, and that was the beginning of Conn's. It grew from there.
After being equipped with the proper headgear, our tour of the factory began. The first step, once the potatoes are received, is to dump the crates into the hopper to start the process. From the hopper, the potatoes are augered into the next step. As the potato chips are being made, there are pipelines routed into a water return system for all the wastewater.
The next piece of equipment is a destoner, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It takes the stones out. Obviously, the potatoes are coming right up out of the ground. So sometimes mixed in with those 50,000 pounds, you're going to get rocks, stones, etc., and those cannot go through the system.
The potatoes are then run through the peeler. Following the peeler is an inspection area where station employees rid the potatoes of flaws and bad spots.
Just cut the big ones in half and the scars off them. Just cut off the eyes and stuff.
The potatoes are then sliced and rinsed off one final time before entering the fryer.
So as they go through the fryer, they're wall to wall, about 4 inches deep, and they're just slowly pushed through the oil and raked out the end.
The Conn's factory uses plenty of oil in a day, but they have a 3-filter system so oil can be cleaned and reused. Once salted, the chips continue their journey onto the packaging room where they are seasoned, weighed, and bagged.
And it's just all augers to the bottom right here, and it comes out that auger, drops on the chips, and then it gets stirred up in this drum, and so that's where the seasoning gets mixed up with the chip.
The computerized scale is accurate enough to give as little as a 5-gram error range.
So they come out the rollers, they get palletized, and this is the final step. They get about 36 to 50 boxes per pallet. They get palletized, they're inventoried and kept track of, put on a shrink wrap machine, wrapped into forklifts, take them out, warehouse them, and they're ready to go to Columbus, Lancaster, or anywhere else we want them to go.
Well, that does it for our trip to cons. Had a good haul. For the Wildcat Underground, I'm Brian Castle.
Here at the Arnold Classic, they even have protein ice cream.
But if you like the normal stuff, Lindy's got a story on that.
Let's take a look.
Ice cream, one of the most popular desserts known all over the world. Now while you're sitting there eating your ice cream, have you ever wondered how it got there? Well, I went down to Velvet Ice Cream to see how much ice cream is made.
Well, our most popular flavor is vanilla. We make 4 different types of vanilla. So, and it's such a light, kind of delicate flavor. So vanilla, I would say, is probably very near and dear to our heart. It's one that we spend hours, months, years developing that perfect type of vanilla that we use in our product. And we've been using the same one for for several generations.
How much ice cream is made in a day?
Well, we daily, it depends on the production and depends on demand for people like you out there. We make upwards of 16 to 20,000 gallons of finished ice cream a day.
As you know, there are different types of ice cream with different treats in them. I was wondering how much of these treats Velvet goes through.
We'll go through 50,000 pounds of strawberries in a year. We'll go through 100,000 pounds of nuts in a year. We'll go through 50,000, maybe more pounds of Buckeyes in a year.
So for all of you ice cream lovers out there, come down to Yale Mill and try some of the freshly made Velvet ice cream. For the Wildcat Underground, I'm Linda Griffith. Back to you guys.
Well, cats, that just about does it for us at the Arnold Classic.
But before we go, Brandon's got another music video for you.
We're headed home. Take it easy, cats.
Standing in the rain with his head hung low, couldn't get a ticket, it was a sold-out show. Heard the roar of the crowd, he could picture the scene, put his head to the wall, then like a distant scream, he heard one guitar. Guitar. heavy downpour. Thought he passed his own shadow